We banned from Ghana. Problem.
It's kind of like dicey when there's me coming from me, right? Because you have people, you have friends, and then they don't want to feel a certain kind of way. But what you said, I think I could say I do get my support from Ghanaians. Yeah. Just that I know what you're trying to say. Like, they should really hold on to moments
I'm like,
and cherish it.
Yeah, because I'm like, the songs with Ace Hood, and when you talk about the music industry in Ghana, you are one of the very few artists
who's pushing it outside Ghana.
Yeah, so I just want to play a clip from an interview that I found the other day. Can you just hear me hit that?
Stoneboy is doing a lot that you guys should be like 24/7 highlighting. Like I was saying to say in TV that. That's what these guys are all doing. And I'm also what they are doing. I remember when BET was posting Burna Boy selling out the Apollo. He said the first half will be the artist. You see, because we don't hold on to it. I did it before him.
So that's huge. That's crazy. For you, a Ghanaian artist, to sell out the Apollo. And it took me, radio presenter, doing my research, and I have Sarkodie on my show. Let me just before talk about. And I'm like, okay, he did it, and it's almost like we don't hear these.
We don't hear. We don't just.
It's almost like
through
it's not happening or anything. So I feel like we recognize how talented you are. What you're doing, especially not just for Ghanaian music, what you're doing for African music as well. And I think that our Ghanaian brothers and sisters, man, it's almost like they don't know what they have, and they should actually just show you so much love, man.
This minute, you're trying to get me speechless.
Why?
Basically, because everything I want to say is what you're saying.
Okay.
So I have literally nothing to say.
Okay. So interview over.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. So yes, I think I genuinely think as an African. So when Burna wins, it affects Africa.
Yeah.
If you're African, that's when you can say, oh, you're from Angola, you're from here. But people from outside, they see all of us as Afrobeat and what we represent. So I'm not mad at that. But as you said, I think countries should hold on to highlights that we can build on that, because that inspires the next generation. Because now if you just throw it away, Stoneboy is doing a lot and we just want to overlook it because of what? Looking somewhere else.
Kitty's doing so much. I'm a huge Kitty fan. Love his music. That Say Cheese song is such a
beautiful music.
What's her name again? Becca.
Yes.
Becca comes here a whole lot and everything. Because I keep saying that, I think the first time I paid a lot of close attention to Ghanaian music was Batman Samini. That he won, he won an award. Yeah, the headies and everything. So in my own, and I'm like, Ghanaian music is, I liken it to South African music because it has so much soul.
Yeah.
And there's no way you hear Ghanaian song and you don't hear their local language inside. So you guys are so proud of your culture.
Thank you
You're
so
so
much.
Proud of you being Ghanaian, and it's like you just carry everywhere.
This is refreshing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
great.
you.
I mean,
so
because I don't buy into, forget what we do on Twitter, that whole Nigerian, Ghanaian, and Jollof, whatever, anything.
It's love.
So, at the end of the
It's
day,
good banter.
It's love.
So it's good banter, but I see us as one strong brotherhood. There's a whole lot that binds us together. Or largely from the fact that we are side by side. Based on geographical terms and anything. Our music is even similar, culture is similar, food similar. So a win for Ghana is a win for us. So it's never a case of where look at what they're doing in Nigeria, Ghanaian artists and blah blah blah. So like you have your own, you celebrate your own as well. Except when we are playing football. So I'm not supporting the Black Stars.
I feel you on that. Yes.
So a new album out.
Yes, no pressure.
Yeah. Okay. So this is your album number. I've lost count now.
7.
Yes. Man,
7 is a good number. 7 is a very round number. I remember I was at a shoot, I think 2 days or a day after the song dropped, and everybody obviously in their masks and whatnot, and the song with Oxlade.
Yes.
That song played from the start of a, say, 4-hour shoot.
Wow.
Till the end.
Wow.
Like it would go off and somebody would be like, what happened? And then it would go like no, there was a dedicated phone and a dedicated speaker.
Wow.
And that's all that was playing. And for me that was a very it moment. Like this is an artist because the song is new.
Yes.
Agreed, okay, yes, Oxlade, who's a big name in Nigeria right now, is on it. The mesh of both of you on that song one day after it was released, everybody kept saying one word, song is spiritual. I'm like, okay, I hear that a lot, but this is actually the first time I'm hearing and feeling and understanding the power a song can have. So what was it like, making a song that now that you've heard this impacted so largely?
You know, I love that record because of the story behind it. Because Oxlade apparently had been trying to reach out to me in the DM that he has a song for me.
Interesting.
So it was tailor-made for Sarkodie.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard it, I was like, yes. So what he did was we had a live band session in Ghana, and he said, this is the song that I had. So he did the melody, and I didn't really get it. So I had a band there, and then they sang it, and then he sent the actual record, which is this one. And I just fell in love. I did the 2 verses, just I think the same day. Sent it back and said, get it touched, and then I added it to the album. But definitely one of my favorite records on the
album,
project, because
right?
I love moods, I love melody, I love music that makes you feel something.
Yes,
sad,
it does.
happiness,
Yeah,
anything.
I think that's what stands your music out. Every time I listen to, love what you did with Banky W. It seems like you've done,
You've
done
touched everybody to
more.
be
Who
honest.
Yeah,
am I
you've
yet
done-
to
I work with.
Don Jazzy?
Yeah.
I need to do something with Jazzy.
That would definitely happen. So there's always, what's the word right now? There's always fire. There's always something as regards anytime you listen to a Sarkodie song, something. Even if you're rapping about, being the big homie on the block, or you're talking
Yes.
about love, or you're talking about anything, there's always something.
It's a vibe.
So basically, growing up in Ghana, being a Ghanaian yourself, so that's, in any way shaped the kind of music that you make?
Yes.
Okay.
Ghanaians, I don't know if it's the right way to say it. We deal with a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
We're very.
Why?
I don't know.
I used to have a Ghanaian lesson teacher when I was growing up, Mr.
Like that,
Garuba. Yeah.
They had
It's
emotion
very-
quite all right, but
yeah.
no. But then you guys are
I would say
also
passion, actually.
Passionate.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
very passionate.
Very intense.
Then he would be like, "Why you not getting this?" And I'm like,
I don't know, man. Okay.
I'm just not getting
So I
it.
think it creeps. Yes, it creeps into the creativity.
Yeah.
So it creeps into the melody and
Yeah.
how we write stuff. So if you understand the stuff that we talk about some stuff that like
Yeah,
really can
yeah.
get to you. And I think that's what actually inspired my writing and the type of music that I do. Definitely,
great,
the Ghanaian
great.
environment kind of brought that out.
Okay, so I wanna ask a quick question.
Yes.
Everybody's going international, collaborations outside. Do you think the fact that your language is so not necessarily unlike Nigeria, which has the universal pidgin that everybody
Yes.
gets, do you think part of the difficulty Ghanaian music is having transcending as quickly as Nigerian artists, for example, are transcending, is the fact that your language is quite beautiful, but we can't even break down or pick up relatively
Yes.
what is being said. Unlike maybe when you put pidgin for Nigerians and the average person can 2 + 2. Do you think the fact that your language is not necessarily as universal has affected the fact that
Yes, that can play a part, but that cannot be like the ultimate reason. I think the reason is the fact that you guys have a movement. If there is a movement, it's fun to watch and fun to join. America has had a movement. They are into themselves than anybody else. They
Yeah.
don't look
No,
back to
no,
check who's
yeah.
coming,
No.
and that naturally is a
propeller?
yes, like a psychology thing. So now it makes you want to join it. And Nigeria has had it for a very long time. You guys, as much as you think, because it's your daily life, so you don't see it. So me from the outside, what I see is you guys are so into your stuff that anybody who looks at it wants to be a part of it.
Right.
So when there is a movement, whatever you do sits on the movement, and it makes it easier to go. So when you invade as Nigeria, if I go to London, I go to the club and you say African club, automatically you think it's a Nigerian club.
Yeah,
There's
true.
a lot of
Those are-
Nigerians
yeah,
in
bun-
there.
yeah, and
You
a
know,
bunch
the
of Nigerian
ballers
music
are all
as well.
Nigerians.
Yeah.
It's a whole movement,
Movement.
Right.
I
that
get you.
makes you appreciate the music. Because I don't think I understand what Naira Marley is saying.
Some of us here
That
don't
is still
understand.
Yeah, it
Still,
sounds huge. Yeah,
They play it
Yeah.
out there. So it's
Yeah.
just so now he is riding on the fact that you guys have a movement.
Right.
Because if we were doing that and it's from a country where nobody knows what they're doing, it would be hard for us to go and listen to it. So it's a whole invasion system. It starts with the citizens, the media, the artists. The artists are actually that's the icing on the cake. I
Yeah.
think if typical Nigerians are in the States and they are into themselves, when they get into the car, they're going to play their Nigerian music. Parties is only Nigeria.
Sure.
Club only Nigerian music. If you are close to them, by the time you realize
yeah. You
be
yeah,
bumping.
I have a friend who's in China now. This girl is singing the Chinese music because she doesn't have access to listen
on the
to
other
to
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah, I get
what
it.
Nigeria has been doing. So
Yeah.
until Ghana can also have that type of movement. And see, when Azonto came and Azonto was, you see,
It was everywhere. It was
you didn't
everywhere.
care whether you
Yeah.
understood it or not.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Plus, if you get what we are saying, which we do, Kiddy sings in English sometimes. We have Kamido, we have
Yeah.
Out2Bs. Even myself, I put in some English in there.
Yeah.
But it's just that we need to have a movement that mattresses what we are doing.
Yeah, but already you guys have the big return you're doing, in December.
Yes, the year
where,
of return.
Yeah. So the year of return, where everybody wants to be in Ghana, or everybody's in Ghana as well. But I also, from the school of thought that thinks that Africa is a continent of over 200 million. What's over a billion people? Sorry, Nigeria is 200 million, and I feel like constantly we look towards the West for this sort of influence and validation constantly. So when we look at BETs over local awards, we look at foreign collaborations over local collaborations and everything. And I believe that maybe it's time where we, in Africa start to, say we can be able to make that movement, we can be able to do our thing because we have the numbers. Yeah, we have varying degrees of inequalities as regards purchasing power and everything. But I believe that, little by little, we can be able to just stack on top of that and constantly just make it seem like, we can be here and just keep doing our thing.
Yes, we don't need no validation.
Yeah,
Back to what I just said about Ghana, Nigeria.
Yeah.
So on a larger scale, it's Africa and the world.
Yeah.
Right.
So until Africa started invading together
Yeah.
with one identity, Afrobeat, now we have a spot.
Yeah,
now
true.
we control the narrative.
Yeah.
Now we are what is cool.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It took time. At that time, we're still listening to them and still trying to we're still getting validation, but honestly, it's not like it used to be. Now, if you check, we're not too fast about just winning these international awards.
Yeah.
We've been there, done that.
Yeah.
So if we hold on to this wave that we're having as Africans, trust me, we're going to,
We'll
and
go
then
where we need to
you
go.
build a business around it. I think
Yeah.
we'll be good to go.
Definitely.
No
Yes.
problem. So 10:38 right now. It's been a very. I think we need to actually just sit down and just have
Yes.
like a 2-hour
Yes.
conversation
Definitely
and
need
just
to come
chop
back.
it and just chop it up and just keep
I
talking
can't believe
about.
this is Beats, and I'm here for just a few because you guys support me so much.
I know, because
Thank
we
you.
here what we try to do, especially outside the core of the music that we play, we constantly want to seek out big songs on the continent. The Kiddies, the Sarkodies, a bunch of artists from Ghana, and also I think Abu Siswa the other day, she was here all the way from South Africa, and she said when she put out her first song, and she go on Twitter, and a big radio station in Nigeria was playing the
playing
song.
it, yeah.
So I just believe that constantly we here just try to just rise above that competition amongst ourselves as as Africans, and just say as long as
It's
the
good.
song,
As long as
It's
good
good.
music,
as long as the
let's
song is
play
a
it.
bop, you just keep playing it so we can constantly be parts of people's, success stories.
Thank
so
you.
Wherever you go, know that, a radio station, out of where I live or where I come from was constantly, just playing my music and just supporting. Yeah. So, as long as you're black, you're African, I see ourselves, we see ourselves as brothers and sisters. No
Thank
matter
you,
what's going
man.
on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So,
Hats off to that.
yeah. So, the album is a bop. It's doing mad numbers
Yes,
everywhere.
No Pressure, 7th
Yeah.
studio album out right now, all platforms.
Yeah.
You can follow me, Sarkodie, Sarkodie. Make sure you cop it. I make sure that it's for all music lovers. It's not just limited to, it's hip hop dominated because Black Love, which had Lucky with Rude Boy and all these incredible records, was more of Afrobeat. So just me moving from that, I had to get back into my rap zone for the typical Sarkodie lovers and give them some rap music and then also give them Afrobeat, which is Now Living Thing featuring Oxlade.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love this.
Yes, and a couple records. I went to Tanzania to recruit my brother Harmonize.
Yeah.
Went to SA to get Casper on that. Went to UK to get gigs. Went to the States to
That's
get
dope.
Ballet.
Yeah, so it was
It was a well thought out, well put together
It's like a
album.
potpourri.
Please go
of,
copy this out right now. Sarkodie, No Pressure album on all platforms.
Okay, so yes, Non-Living Thing, one of the biggest songs out there right now, Sarkodie and Oxlade. My name is OC, hanging out with Ada. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
It's
you.
been a very, very, eventful conversation that we had today. So we're looking forward to times where you can come back and we'll talk about, other things that span outside music, culture,
Yes.
politics, everything that's going on in Nigeria, everything that's going on in Ghana, and how enlightened people are becoming right now, asking for change and, trying to hold leaders accountable. So I think it's a great time for every young person on the continent right now.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Non-Living. I sound like a politician. Wow.
Yes, you do.
Come on. Sarkodie and Oxlade. My name is OC. It's the Beats 99.9 of FM. Keep it here.